Alright guys, this is Mike at EMEMAR Productions. I will be showcasing my personal Dark Magician deck list here, okay? So let's get right into it. It's probably be like, oh well, we all know what a Dark Magician deck list needs. Well, mine is just a little different. You will need your 3 Dark Magicians. Let's get this in here like that. I'm sorry about that. Okay? You need your 3 Dark Magicians. It's a given. You need them. And sadly, you can only run 3. If I can run more, I could. I wish I could. I need to run more. But you got your 3 Dark Magicians. I tend to have 3 different arts because I just, you know, I don't want to look at the same card. So then we have the next card we have would be Magician of Dark Illusions. Obviously, you want 3 of those as well. You want 3 of those because when it's on the field, it counts as its name becomes Dark Magician. You know what I mean? And the effect is if you activate a trapped or magic card on your opponent's side on your opponent's turn, you can special summon this from your hand. So boom, you get a free summon, you know. And then it counts as Dark Magician. And then the engine, the main card of the game, your only normal summon that you really have, in at least my deck, would be Magician's Rod. Okay, when normal summon, you can search out a magic or trap card or any card that's a magic trap card to that has, like, you know, Dark Magician in its name, you know. Yeah, so you usually use this for Eternal Soul and Dark Magic Circle. That's what you use this card for. You want to get, you know, usually hopefully open up to them both, but even then you want to get a backup, and I will always go with Eternal Soul. That's just me. Eternal Soul needs its backup because if Eternal Soul's gone, then you really, you know, don't have anything left to do. Okay, I run 1 Ghost Ogre Stone Rabbit. There's a reason why I only 1 run. You know what I mean? It's, you know, discard, and then, you know, you get to destroy a spell trap by just discarding from your hand. Boom. Okay. Now, a card I run in here that most people don't, it's an old card, we showed it in one of our videos, is I run 3 Cosmo Queens. Now you're like, what is a Cosmo Queen and why is it in Dark Magician? Well, it's a level 8 29 beat stick. It's a 29 beat stick, normal vanilla, just a normal card. And there's a reason why, and I'll show you, because I just have a combo that I use. And that's it for my monsters, guys. That's it. You're like, well, how, you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of monsters, as you can tell, and 2 normal summons, Ghost, Ogre, and Rod. That's it. That's all I have. But it works. It works because, you know, I try to get draw power as much as I can. So we go into magics. Magic is we have 3 Dark Magic Circle. Obviously, you get to look at 3 cards when you activate it. Reveal one card that has Dark Magician's name. Show it to your opponent and add it to your hand, and put the other 2 cards however you want in your deck. However, you know, you place them however you want. So self-explanatory. When it's on the field, a Dark Magician gets summoned, you can banish. It does target, but you can banish any card on the field. So that's always a good thing to do. And then I run 3 Allure of Darkness. It's a spellcaster. They're going to be all dark monsters, so there's the draw power, you know. Yeah, you have to banish, and then you're like, oh, I gotta get rid of maybe my Dark Magician, or, you know, something like that. But don't worry about it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I do run 3 Summoner's Art. I want Dark Magician in my hand ASAP, as fast as I can get my Dark Magician. There's only 3 of them. I want it as quickly as possible, you know, because I have all these cards that revolve around Dark Magician, so I need to have it. And out of 40 card deck, 44 card deck, 45 card deck, you need to get 3 cards. You know, you need to get 1 of those cards. So anyway, so Summoner Art helps me activate it. I add 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from my deck to my hand. Self-explanatory, guys. I do run 1 Dark Magic Veil, just because, you know, my Dark Magician goes in my graveyard for any reason. and I already use Internal Soul or whatever, I want Dark Magician on the field as much as possible. Summon him again, banish, you know what I mean? I do run to my body as my shield, you know, so if my opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect monster that would destroy a monster, I pay 1500 and basically negate it. It's a quick play, so if I play it on my opponent's turn, I get to special summon the Dark Illusion. Then I always put him in defense position, just because it's 25 in defense, you know. It's not a lot, but it kind of like stops people from, oh, let me attack, I'll just end my phase. And then I run one pot of Acquisitiveness, or however you want to pronounce it. This is for my allures. If I use all of my allures in like my first turn, my first 2 turns, well, this is what's going to give back, you know, my banished monsters, 3 of them, and it lets me draw a card. So I would banish exactly 3, you know what I mean? And then why not have this card just to get that 1 extra card? I do then run another Dark Magic Inherited, so that basically just let me banish 2 spell cards from my graveyard and add 1 spell trap card from my deck to my hand. That, you know, list the card that lists Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl on this text, basically. So, you know, it's just another way to search out Dark Magic Circle, Internal Soul, you know. I do then run 2 Dark Magic Expand, or just 1, I guess. I'm sorry, I thought I had 2. It's just 1. That right there just protects my Internal Soul right here. Internal Soul. I think I used to run 2 then, but it, like, I'll break with this. I have 2 of these. Well, I mean, and then at that point, 2 of these, but no Dark Magicians. This doesn't help, you know. So you have 3. It basically just protects your entire field. And I run 1 Dark Magic Attack, just because Internal Soul, it lets me shuffle my deck. You know what I mean? If I already know the first 2 cards that I'm going to draw, then I want to shuffle and shuffle my deck. You know, I want to pull that. I do run a Dark Magic Curtain, like I said, trying to get Dark Magician out as fast as possible. You know what I mean? Pay half my life points, you know, when push comes to shove. This is what I would be using. And then I do have cards to clear the field, like Raigeki, self-explanatory, and Dark Hole. Okay, that's clear the field for me. 3 Internal Souls. Gotta run 3 Internal Souls. It's mandatory. Self-explanatory. This card was waited for. I waited for a while for this card. So this card right here, for every Dark Magician in your monster zone, is unaffected by opponent's card effects. So just unaffected by card effects. Everything, magic, traps. My Dark Magician, my vanilla, the card that everyone wants to laugh at now, is unaffected by everything. You know, well, it's only 25, it's nothing. Well, that's fine, because the second effect is once per turn I can do either or of these effects. Once per turn I can special summon a Dark Magician from hand or graveyard. Once per turn. So my turn, I end my turn, special summon Dark Magician. I end my turn, my opponent's turn. I have another one in the graveyard. Boom, I got 2 Dark Magicians on the field. 2 Dark Magicians off this 1 card. The second effect is I can search 1,000 Knives or Dark Magic Attack, and you know, that's where the shuffling comes into play to, you know, maybe not get the cards I, you know, wanted to rearrange from Dark Magic Circle. The next 2 traps I run is Magical Navigation. I see a lot of people running 3, but like I said, this only happens if you have a Dark Magician. It says special summon 1 Dark Magician from hand, then special summon 1 level 7 Allure Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. Special summon 1 Dark Magician from hand. You need to have a Dark Magician in hand. You only have 3 Dark Magicians. You only have 3. So there would be no point in me running 2 of these trying to get a Dark Magician, and there's, you know, there wouldn't be no point, I mean, running 3 of these at all. For me, I just break. I mean, that's just how I play. The second effect is pretty neat. It is, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one face-up spell trap card from your opponents that your opponent controls. It has an effect negated. So, you know, Union Hanger, I negate it, you know what I mean? So that's always good to banish it. I see people running my next one. I see people running only, like, I want to say they only want to run like one, but I run two Starlight Road. The reason why I run two is sometimes I'll just draw into this one and I set this one. Well, that doesn't help me. Even if I draw into two on my first turn and I set both of them and they try to twin twisters it, guess what? I got two, you know what I mean? I activate them both, and then I got two Stardust Dragons. Yeah, Stardust Dragon ain't nothing but 25, but I mean, it took nothing for me to do it, you know what I mean? It helps, you know. I have two, I draw into two, I set both down, twin twisters, chain them, and you know what I mean? I get two monsters. The next one is, the next streak, kind of just like, you know, just to get me the advantage. I run Solemn Warning. Obviously, pay 2,000 life points, stop the summon. A Solemn Strike, pay 15, you know, monsters effects and summons. And then a skill drain, because my goal is to get Dark Magician out, and he has no effect, so it's fine. You can take Starlight Road out, you can take some magics, you know, like Dark Magic Veil. You can take those cards out and replace them with, I used to run Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. You know, that really helped because a lot of main monsters are either dark and light. But then, you know what I mean, you start running into, like, you just start bricking, and then, you know, it's not very a good thing to brick. So the point of this deck, I don't spam anything other than rank 7s. I try to do my best to keep it at rank 7s. But to get into my extra deck, I run a number 74 Master of Blades. Master of Blades, guys. In case you guys don't know what Master of Blade does. It during user player's turn, when a card effect is activated that targets this face-up card, you can detach, negate the activation. If you do, you can destroy one card in the field. That's Master of Blades for you right there. I do run number F0 Utopia Future, just because I can get two of the same rank 7s out, and then if I know, you know, if I don't have any Cosmo Queens in my deck or anything like that, I will just overlay into Utopia Future, just to try to, you know, guard myself, you know. Ebon High Magician, I used to run 3. I took them both out. It's kind of useless. It's a good defense, and then if it gets destroyed, you can special summon another spellcaster, and then you can activate spell traps from hand. But I mean, you don't really need it. Mech Phantom Beast Draco Sack, self-explanatory. Overlay, you know, get the tokens, and it kind of protects itself. It buys me some time. Not that you really need time, but I mean, you don't never know. You know, the game's different now. Number 11, Big Eye. You know, a lot of cards can be targeted, but just there's some cards that can be, so it's okay. I do Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. It's burn, obviously. And then my 2 Stardust for, you know, the Starlight Road right here. 2 of them. I run 2 of them. Just like because I run 2 of these, I'm gonna run 2 of those. The next synchro I have is Leo the Keeper. And then you ask, well, why do you run Leo? Well, because a Dark Magician and Ghost Ogre right here, you go a Leo. That's the combo. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, boom, Leo. You know, 3100 can be target. That's, to me, that's pretty good. So why not have him on the field, you know? Okay, next I do run 3 Ebon Illusion Magicians. This is my main guy right here. This is the guy, this is my go-to all the time. All the time. I do not have any problem going to him. And my second combo, besides my Leo, which throws people off, like why do you have Leo, you know what I mean? So I get 2 Dark Magicians, okay, overlay for Ebon, okay, detach Ebon, right? Well, what can you do? You detach Ebon. Well, I'll tell you, you can normal summon Cosmo Queen. Okay. Oh, why do you want to normal summon Cosmo Queen from your deck to the field? Well, Ebon's effect is when a normal spellcaster attacks, I can banish one, then replay the battle phase if I need to. But you know, I summon that. You know what I mean? By that time, usually I will have another 2 Dark Magicians. I will have 2 Dark Magicians on the field, or I will go into another Dark Magician to try to overlay again to get another Ebon. Now I want 2 Ebons so I can detach, so I can get 2 Cosmo Queens. So my 2 Ebons turn into 2 Cosmo Queens. So I want to detach or use this effect twice to get 2 Cosmo Queens out. When I got 2 Cosmo Queens out, I then overlay my Cosmo Queen for number 23, Lancelot, the Dark Knight of the Underworld. You know, well, that's what I'll be running into right there. And then I'll use him to overlay into number 84, Pain Gainer. Okay, then you guys already have the idea of what my Dark Magician deck is going to go into. This is the biggest thing I can bring out. This is like when I'm in trouble, and yes, I do bring it out, Pain Gainer. And then I overlay Pain Gainer for number 77, the 7 Sins right here. This beautiful card right here, that card right there. I bring this out, it's scoop. People scoop. They don't even let me finish the game. They take it away from me, you know. And that's why I run 2 Cosmo Queens, Lancelot, Pain Gain, Sins. Can't use his effect. His effect is, besides using rank 10 or 11 Dark XYZ you control as material, if summoned this way, the following effect cannot be activated this turn. So I have to wait till my next turn, but it's a 4,000 beater. It scares people. So the next turn, once per turn, it can detach 2 materials from this card, banish as many special summon monsters your opponents control as possible, then attach one of those banished monsters to this card as an XY material. If this card is face up on the field, will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach one material. So basically blows up the field of my opponents that special summon a whole bunch of monsters. So I blow up the field, take one of them, and it protects itself with that one that I took. But doing all this, I have enough detach to do it twice. So like that's how that works. And that is my Dark Magician. That's my Dark Magician deck list, guys. You know, let me know what you guys think. I mean, it's different, you know, but it works for me. We all have different things that work for each other. So just let me know what you think of it. Like, comment, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate any feedback at all. And till next time, guys. See you guys later. I'm out.